So I think the teeth are done. Yeah, I think the teeth are done at all. Okay, but this video is all about the bike setup of the Dji Osmo Pocket. So on a daily basis I ride a bike, and as you can see right now, I've set this up on my mountain bike. Not very expensive, it's a Schwinn. Schwinns are the cheapest bikes out here, and for this purpose we are using the tripod mount adapter and a bike mount which I have for my older 360 camera, and we are using a special mount this time. It's the cheapest mount right now for tripod heads, and it's called Skyreet. And on top of the Dji Osmo Pocket, ND16 filter to record while we are going. So our main motto with this setup on my bike is to be like, how does this my mount setup actually works, and whether it can keep up with the stability, and will this ND filter actually fall off or not. So we are going to check that out. So that is the bike setup for your Osmo Pocket. I usually use my GoPro Hero Session. As you can see, it's right here, and I actually love my GoPro compared to an Osmo Pocket. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to check the stability of this Osmo Pocket, and whether it falls out of this or not. So if it breaks, it breaks. I've secured everything. Let's see how it works. Okay, audio will be a little bit muffled here and there. I've got a backup audio running through my iPhone. I have another audio running through my GoPro, and I've got an audio that will be running on my Dji Osmo Pocket. Now I have to change the chains, and I have to change the gear and everything on my bike today, because I've got $100 in my pocket, and let's see if I can repair this going to a repair shop. So while we're going to the repair shop, we're going to do this video, and we're going to see how this performs through the streets of Los Angeles. So let's. Alrighty, so this is the Osmo Pocket tracking. So as you can see that it moves with this thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and ride my bike, and let's see whether it tracks or not, because that is going to be one of our biggest tests. So the Osmo Pocket is actually tracking, but it's doing weird stuff whenever I'm turning around, because it's going to be in follow mode. So I'm not going to use FPV right now. For vlogging while you're riding your bike or anything, you do not need an FPV setup. You can use follow so that it tracks and everything. I just am using ND filter only for the reason is that I'm going to bring up the exposure later on my settings. Okay, so I think you guys can see through my GoPro right now how it's going to work. Yeah, because the thing is that in LA, if you're riding bikes and everything, I think it's kind of a must that you have a GoPro or anything, because out here literally the cars don't care. You'll be seeing that I'm through a bike lane right now, but the cars do not care at all. So the shop is not that far, and all I need to do is that I need to go to Melrose. I'm wearing proper gear. I always wear proper gear, like I was actually planning to do this for a long time, and now what we are going to do is that instead of you guys looking at me, I'm going to show you the stability just by looking at the front. Okay, so we'll change this. Give us a moment. We'll change this very soon. So I'm going to join the traffic. It's in tilt lock follow mode. Let's see how it does in tilt lock follow mode, because you got bumps and everything. You can see this through my camera. That magnetic mount is actually holding the ND filter, so I don't see any problem. I usually don't keep my hands on my brake or anything, but I think riding bikes for like 6-7 years, I do not ride it like every day. I ride it occasionally, and my experience on occasional riding is that I actually keep my right hand on the brake for my back brake, like not the front ones. I keep my left hand free, just in case if something happens out here. Like it's not always the fault of the people, those who ride cars. Even I do ride cars. Whenever I'm driving my car, I'm always very super careful. What we need to do is that we need to cross. Hold on a second. Okay, so this, and I have to cross to Melrose right now. So second, I have to go to Melrose. Let's see whether we can go to Melrose. Okay, So this is Melrose, and we'll be going to a store right now. I mean, I'm not supposed to ride it. I need to get down actually. Give me a second. Let me know in comment section below what you think, the stability and everything, and some tilt lock mode. My GoPro is a Hero 5 Session, so you will not find any sort of like stabilization on this. This is my bike shop. I usually come here, and let me know in comments below what you think. Okay, so for some reason this thing is broken. The tripod mount just broke. So be careful, guys, whenever you're ordering tripod mounts. Make sure you're getting the right one, because out of the severe jerking this will break. So might not be a good idea to use a tripod mount adapter. Let me see what I can find in Amazon that I can recommend you, because this cheap tripod mount just broke out of heavy jerking. Alright guys, so that was the whole setup. Unfortunately, it's going to take 2 days to fix this bike. So I was like, I will come back next week and give them, because I've got work like back to back 2 or 3 days. Yep, so let me know down in comments below what you think about it, what you think about this whole setup, and whether you can like get anything out of this setup. Yep, let me know down in comments below.